That one might do it. Drop, 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 drop. What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while. The weather's been kind of bad here and super rainy in Alabama, but I'm excited about the video today because we're trying out the Trash Panda factory second starter set. And I want to let you know the 3 reasons why I personally think this is the best starter set on the market. Let's get into it. So reason number 1 is this, the discs that you get. And let me break that down for you a little bit more. These 3 particular discs that you get, which are the inner core, the dune, and the ozone, are very, very suitable for starters and beginners, obviously. But I think that there's some longevity and even a place in the bag of people who are a little bit more advanced players. And honestly, the best discs that you can have for a starter set are a neutral putter, a neutral mid, and an understable driver. All right, so let's go with the inner core first to the short pin. Turn, 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 turn. Ooh, snuck through though. All right, now we're gonna throw the dune on a hyzer. Pretty close to the inner core. All right, so one of the reasons I'm actually super excited about this video is because Jesse from Trash Panda is the first disc golf YouTuber that I ever subscribed to and started watching. So it's really, really cool. I've seen this whole journey that he's had with growing the sport sustainably and then creating his own minis, his own discs, and then now has his own company using 100% recycled plastic, which is so cool, which really just kind of adds to the awesomeness of this starter set. You're helping the environment and you get some really cool discs. Kind of a jump putt. Nope, not really. And then the inner core is actually only like 20 feet away. Oh, dude, if that would have been a baseline plastic, that would have stuck. All right, hole 3 is probably a little over 500 feet in the long position, par 4. Should be able to give all of these a lot of height and a pretty good amount of power and see what they can do on a big distance type shot. But let's break down more about what I mean when I say the first reason I think this is the best disc golf starter set on the market is because of the discs that you get. The first disc you get is the inner core, and it is a neutral to slightly understable putter. Feels amazing in the hand, flat top, which I love personally. But it is not too overstable, not too understable, very, very neutral. I threw that really high. Not bad though. Not only do you get the inner core, which is a super neutral, amazing throwing putter, as you can tell, you also get the dune, which is kind of like a longer inner core, and it has a little bit of dome to it, but it's a super neutral. I think this is more like slightly overstable, mid-range. And again, feels good in the hand. I'm not a huge fan of a dome when it comes to mid-range, but with this one, I don't really mind that much. Dude, that thing just goes and goes and goes. It goes so far for a mid-range. The last disc that you get is the ozone, which is a pretty understable driver, which is perfect for beginners and useful for people who are a little bit more advanced as well. So easy. Super easy and super smooth flight. The reason why I think these particular discs are a plus and make this starter set even better is that when you get a neutral putter, a neutral mid-range, and an understable driver, it's going to teach you a lot early on about your game. Mid-range and the putter, it's going to teach you what your natural throwing angle is. So for a lot of people, it's hyzer, some flat, some and hyzer. You're going to be able to tell that very, very quickly with the putter and the mid-range. With an understable driver, like the ozone, you're going to learn how to throw some hyzer flips. You're going to learn how to get some distance without having to throw super, super hard, which is the mistake that most people do when they get a driver. They think, oh, this means throw harder, and then it develops all sorts of problems in the long term. And so an understable driver like this is going to teach you that, hey, you don't have to throw it hard. You can actually throw smooth with some decent form, and you're going to be able to get a good full flight out of the disc. I'm going to use the ozone for my shot and went the furthest. Honestly, with maybe 50% power, it's probably only 30 or 50 feet shorter than what a lot of my drives would be when I'm throwing as hard as I can, which really just goes to show how great of a disc this is for a starter set, because it really just proves all the more that you don't have to throw super hard or throw destroyer or whatever, insert overstable distance driver here to have a disc that does the same job. That's so far. The inner core was parked. Not bad. All right, hole 4, it's like 600 feet. Goes down that hill, back up the hill, and up to the left. But last thing I'll say about reason number 1 is why I think the discs are some of the best part about this starter set is you don't really know what you're going to get with a lot of starter sets. Like sometimes you just have really bad quality plastic or discs that are just not really good or popular molds. So I think if I had to say this without like sounding rude, but like most starter sets on the market are just not good. Like you're not getting good popular molds. You're just getting what seems like overstock or just stuff that can't really sell that well, so they throw it in a box and call it a starter set. But not with these molds from Trash Panda Disc Golf. Honestly, these molds are all very, very usable. Inner core, the Dune, and the Ozone are perfect starter discs and great for really anybody of any skill level. Throw this Ozone and just get it to slowly pan over to the right, because on this hole you want to be to the right. That should be good. Ooh, that might be really good. That's so crazy, because that's literally like half the walk up, half power pull, and it just goes. The second reason I think that this is the best starter set on the market is the quality of the discs that you get. With this starter set, obviously all of their discs are made out of 100% recycled plastic, which is awesome on so many different levels. But this plastic also doesn't lose quality or durability or anything like that just because it's recycled plastic. I just think overall the quality that you get from the starter set is absolutely amazing, especially compared to other starter sets that are out there in the market. This literally might be one of the best tee shots that I've ever thrown. Like, I'm almost in the ditch. That's crazy. Oh, stay up or go down. Sorta. It's a putt. Oh wow, that was more stable than I thought. Oh boy. Missed it high. Alright, skipped over to hole 6. It's only 230 feet, dead straight. I think it'll be perfect for the inner core and the Dune. I might try to do something fancy with the Ozone. Who knows? But let's talk about what I mean when I say the quality of these discs is the number 2 reason why I think this is the best starter set out there. The quality of the plastic. We all know that Trash Panda Disc Golf is known for 100% recycled plastic, and because of that, a lot of people might be skeptical, like, okay, if this is recycled and reused plastic, is it not going to be the same quality or up to standard as all the other plastics in the disc golf market? Fortunate for you, that's not the case, because this plastic is just as good as all the other plastic out there. Plastic feels great, definitely a good premium plastic. I don't know if I would compare it to like Star or I don't know, ESP or any other like premium plastics that are out there, but you can just definitely tell that it's a premium plastic blend. They are a little bit more slick than a lot of other premium plastics. I have like pretty dry hands, so I'm gonna notice something like that, whereas most people aren't. But mainly I see that with the Ozone. It's a little bit more slick in the plastic, whereas the inner core and the Dune have a lot more of a tacky grip, which is my preferred grip when it comes to like putters and all discs, honestly. Overall, if you're worried about maybe the quality that you're going to get from 100% recycled plastic, worry no more. It's great quality plastic, and so far I've definitely hit some trees and things like that, and seems to be pretty durable. All right, we're going to do a couple ace runs with the Dune and the inner core. I'm just trying to hit the gap, if I'm being honest. I hit the gap. Inner core. That one might do it. Drop, 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 drop. Come on. This is my problem with hitting gaps. All the times I missed this gap and I tried filming it, it's because I was throwing so slow of an arm speed I couldn't hit the gap. And then when I throw it hard enough so I can hit the gap, I end up going 60 feet long of the basket. And this is why Jordan's not good at birdie or die pitch and putt courses. Ooh. All right, the last thing I'll say about the quality is that all of the discs have a really, really good amount of flex to them as well. Probably the inner core having the most flex of the 3, at least with the one that I've gotten. But nothing too crazy flexy, nothing too crazy stiff. So overall, great quality. This hole has a short location, then a longer location off to the right. I'm going for the longer location, just some turnovers on all of these. But if I get an ace in the shorter location, I'm meant to do it. Or an ace in the longer location. Oh my gosh. That's too understable. Hit a tree. All right, we're trying to get a little fancy with the ozone on a forehand. Okay. Ooh, late turn. I mean, it's nowhere close to the basket, but it went far. All right, so this is actually kind of crazy. The dune ricocheted directly under the basket. The inner core had to have been close to an ace. And then the ozone actually ended up like 20 feet away. Must have really faded out there at the end. That's not bad. And reason number 3 is this, the price. This starter set is only $35. That is absolutely insane because you get 3 premium plastic discs for $35. I have never known of a starter set in my life only being $35 and then you get 3 premium plastic discs. I've never seen that before personally, and if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. It's like $370, but it's downhill, plays closer to $350. Right in between the big oak trees, I believe those are, at the very bottom of the hill, OB to the right on the fence. So I'm just gonna sling all these and see if we can get close. But seriously though, $35 for 3 premium plastic discs. If the other 2 reasons you don't think are good, that alone is a good enough reason to at least give the starter set a chance. Inner core, let's see how far we can get. Oh dear Jesus. Don't get caught in the tree. It didn't drop. And that's why you don't try to throw as hard as you can, especially with a putter. All right, the dune. That one might go the distance. Dude. What? All right, ozone. Yeah. Bro, I never in my life thought I would go past this basket with a mid-range. That's insane. Trash Panda Dune. They go far. All right, so my final thoughts. It is a factory second starter set from Trash Panda Disc Golf. Comes with 3 premium plastic discs, which I think is amazing. It's only $35, which is insane. And then the quality of the plastic that you get from these discs is absolutely amazing. 100% recycled plastic, so good for the environment, good for growing the sport sustainably. The inner core and the dune being more on the neutral side, and then the ozone being on the very flippy side. I think it's the perfect combination for anybody just getting into the sport. And then if you have been playing the sport for a while, I think you'd have a lot of fun with these molds. The ozone I could definitely see being like a really good roller for some people, or even just a reliably understable disc. Personally, I have the inner core in my bag because it's a neutral putter that I can kind of do whatever I want with, and it's a spot I've been looking for a long time when it comes to throwing putters, and it feels great in the hand. The only con that I have with this starter set is that it doesn't come with a baseline putter, which a lot of people will be looking for if they're getting a starter set and just getting into the sport. But honestly, I don't think a premium plastic putter or a baseline putter is going to make that much of a difference in your putting, especially if you're just getting into the sport. I would genuinely give this starter set like a 9 out of 10. Great quality discs, good for people of any skill level, but definitely better for people just getting into the sport. And the only con that I could find is that there's no baseline putter. So if y'all want me to check out and review some more starter sets, or if you're curious about any of them, just let me know in the comments. As always, stay snappy. Love y'all. Grow the sport sustainably. Have a great day.